Is your partner supporting your growth or sabotaging it? Are you able to celebrate yourself? Or do you have to hide your progress because you know your partner's going to put you down? You shouldn't feel sorry for trying to be a better human being. You shouldn't feel sorry for trying to look after your health and fitness. Okay guys, so a little bit of a different setting here, but we're still going to deliver that most important question of the day. And today's question is your partner supporting your growth or sabotaging it? Now, there's many different ways that you can look at this. There's a lot of things that people do in relationships which are out of envy, which are out of anger, which are out of spite, which are out of basically not wanting to see the other person do well. And that is, of course, the complete wrong attitude to have in a relationship. A relationship means that two people become one and you work together as a team towards certain goals while making each other's life happier. But that's not the way which it always goes sometimes, because not everyone is genuine. Not everyone wants the best for you. So let's explore how your partner can actually sabotage your efforts instead of actually supporting you. So the first thing that comes to mind is your partner should be encouraging you. They should not be looking at you as competition. They shouldn't be trying to better you. Yeah, you can have healthy competition in a relationship, but they shouldn't be looking at you as direct competition towards something. That means that they're ultimately going to do what's best for them so that they win. So they're not going to support you in any way, shape or form the way that you need if they see you as competition. Also, your partner should be respecting your routine. They should respect your discipline. They should respect things like when you want to go to the gym and ultimately make your health and fitness a priority, which in my opinion, that's what every single couple should be doing. You should be prioritizing your health and fitness because you want to stick around for each other in this lifetime as long as possible. And these are the years that definitely count towards that. But I've definitely been in one or two situations in relationships where if you're on a roll, if you're, eating well, sleeping well, training well, things in your life are actually going good for you, and it's not the same for the other person, you can offer all the support in the world. I have offered all the support in the world before, and they will still go out of their way to crush your routine. They will step in and try their hardest to make things as difficult as possible for you to succeed, and then nitpick and fight with you and do anything to get you off your routine. Again, this is not healthy. It's another way of looking at me as competition. If I can't do what I want to do, then why should he be able to do what he wants to do? It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic, and no relationship is going to survive like that. And it really shows a true judge of character. And if I'm the person who's doing well and I'm on a roll and things are looking good for me and the other person's in a bit of a rut, it is my responsibility to help them out in some way, shape or form. In every way, shape or form. But when you see someone struggling and you're doing well and you try to help them and then they don't take your help, they actually tell you that you're wrong, then they blame you for not helping, even though that when you've tried to help, you've been told that you're wrong. And then they'll go out of their way to sabotage your routine. It's comical, and it's a character trait you have to spot so fast, because they will bring you crashing down and not give a damn about it. So you have got to keep showing up for you and pay attention to these things. Once, no problem. Twice, shame on me. So let me give you guys another scenario which you might be able to relate to. Let's say that you've got a guy and a girl who have never been super fit. They go to the gym once a week. They like to go on a run. They like to eat out. Like they're not bothered about their health and fitness. But then let's say that one of them, let's say the guy, for example, it's not always the guy, but let's say the guy, let's say the man in the relationship has thought, no, I want to be better. I want to look better. I want us to be better. And then the woman has also been like, yeah, okay, cool, let's do this for us. But unfortunately, this might change the dynamic, because if you guys are used to sitting in and pigging out and that's your comfort time, you're not going to be sitting in very often. You're not going to be pigging out, and you're going to be spending more and more time in the gym, getting fitter and getting better. This dynamic shift can upset, I would say, mostly women. Guys, we get it. Your girl's going to the gym. She wants to be healthier. Cool, no problem. With women, it's never, ever, ever that simple. So it's very important that you spot that dynamic shift and whether your partner has taken it positively or negatively, because that will ultimately directly impact you. So let's have a look at how your partner might try to sabotage what you're doing in a subtle way. They could make you feel just simple guilt for trying to be better, for trying to focus on yourself. People will make you feel bad for that because they don't have the capacity to do it for themselves, and that becomes envy and jealousy. They'll start saying things like, oh, you're obsessed with the gym now, or you've changed, you didn't used to be like this. Yeah, I have changed. I've changed for the better. I'm not doing the same old things that I used to do before. I'm going to change my life, and if you don't want to keep up or you don't want to support that, then you can hit the road, because I'm not trying to carry extra weight. Trying to focus on yourself and build up your life is so difficult anyway, that any loose weight just needs to be cut and gotten rid of. If you're focusing on yourself, there's no room for any other people, and there's no room for negativity in that. Now, this is the one that I've had. This is the most common to me. So your partner will create drama at the exact time of when you're going to do what you need to do. So let's say you've woken up early, you've made your food, you've had your coffee, you've got your morning routine perfect, and you're on it and you're about to leave. That's when they create the drama. That's when they start the argument, which either sends you there in a bad mood, or it makes you just completely not want to go, and then they win, basically. They just win. And this one is the hardest thing to get over, because you're excited. You're excited to be better, and then you get someone trying to just be a neggy now and just bring you down. We ain't got time for that. Cut them off, cut them out. Focus on yourself, guys. And then the last thing I would say is people like to mock your progress. So if you've been going to the gym, it's easy for me to relate to the gym with this stuff. So if you've been going to the gym for 3, 4, 5 months and you're starting to see some change and you're like, okay, I like this. This is good. I don't mind this. Then you try and show it to your partner and they'll be like, oh, it's not that big, or I don't really see it. Or if you say, oh, you see the lines here? You see that I didn't have them before? Oh, yeah, you did. I've seen them before. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. That's the sort of stuff. Girls and guys, if you're the partner who's doing this, you need to take a good hard look in the mirror, analyze what the hell you're doing, man. Be better, do better. And the thing I think with men is we always carry so much pressure on ourselves to be better. Whenever we're not leveling up, it hits us hard. And if we go through a period of time where we're not leveling up in any way, this is how these things happen. This is how life ends, because men just feel worthless and they feel shame. And a partner who is going to somewhat resent you for growing and evolving and leveling up is just going to create more and more it's going to create more conflict, ultimately meaning that if you keep getting conflict every time you're trying to level up, you're ultimately going to think, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this is the wrong thing to do. When no, that person just wants to keep you where you are and you're trying to improve. You can't live on other people's timelines. You need to live on your own. Not everyone loves you for your potential. Some people actually benefit from you staying where you are because it exposes that they haven't grown. It exposes that they haven't done anything. They haven't evolved. They haven't leveled up. And these people want to sit there and say, oh, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. But then a year goes by, 2 years go by, 5 years go by, and they start looking back at their life and thinking, I haven't done anything. Damn, but everyone around me has actually evolved. Tell you what, let me keep this person closest to me on my level so I don't feel so bad for it. I've literally had a best friend who ripped apart a friendship circle for that sole reason. So that stuff is very, very real. So the question I had to start asking myself, and the question you guys can start asking yourself, is, do I feel energized or do I feel drained after talking to my partner? It's very clear to see what you should do if you know, it's the latter on a regular basis. Also, are you able to celebrate yourself, or do you have to hide your progress because you know your partner's going to put you down? Or just a simple question of, would I be further along in my life towards my goal if I had full support, if I actually had someone who completely supported me, instead of this demon who keeps trying to bring me down all the time? Sometimes the price you pay for leveling up is outgrowing people. And it's horrible, but that's the truth. You need to ask yourself, who am I trying to become? Who do I want to be? And once you've got that answer, who around me is holding me back? Who is the people or person that is deliberately not wanting me to achieve my goals through their actions? Then things start to become very, very clear. Very clear. So guys, as always, I hope this has helped. I hope this has helped at least one person understand that you're not alone in these problems. Other people are facing these problems as well, and you can do better. And you shouldn't feel sorry for leveling up. You shouldn't feel sorry for trying to be a better human being. You shouldn't feel sorry for trying to look after your health and fitness. You shouldn't at all. Nobody should. Guys, if you're in that sort of environment, I ain't going to tell you twice. You know what you need to do. So guys and girls, as always, thank you very much for watching. We will be back in the studio very soon. And as always, it's love and peace for now. And I will see you guys on Thursday for the next video.